Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's time for another anime figure haul, and in this video I have 2 pop-up parades and 5 scale figures to share with you guys. But before that, I do have a sponsor for this video, and it's, you guessed it, Sakura Co and Tokyo Treat. So Sakura Co and Tokyo Treat want everyone to experience Japan from the comfort of their own home through their snack boxes. Sakura Co is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local Japanese snack makers. Each box is going to come with 20 traditional authentic artisan snacks, including Japanese teas and a Japanese tableware item. All right, guys, so there are a ton of snacks in here, so I'm just going to randomly pick stuff out. I'm not going to even look at the book. We'll just start. So let's start with this little guy here first. All right, so this is the matcha cream roll cookie. It's a delicate rice cracker roll enfolding a luscious stone ground matcha cream infused with uji matcha. So let's give it a try. That's pretty good. If you like matcha, this is like pure matcha tasting, a little sweet, but not like too sweet. Not bad, not bad. All right, so next I'm gonna try this thing, and I can already see what's on here. It's a yuzu dorayaki. So nice little pancake here. Let's go ahead and get it open. All right, so there you go. That is a dorayaki. It's literally just 2 Japanese pancakes with some cream filling on the inside. Traditional ones usually have like red bean paste, but this one has that yuzu filling. So let's give it a shot. Oh, it's so good. What's really good about these snacks is that everything is so fresh. In fact, a lot of this stuff actually expires within like the first 1 to 3 months after you get the box. Like this expires just at the end of the year in December, beginning of December. So very fresh, not a lot of like preservatives or anything. So really good. So then of course, in each of the boxes, there is going to be 2 tea bags. So in this box, we have some sencha green tea. So yeah, let's go and give it a try. That's quite delicious. That is some good green tea. Now, every Sakura Co box does have a theme, and for the month of October, it's going to be Colors of Kyoto. And just reading a little blurb from their website, in the heart of Japan lies Kyoto, a city alive with history and tradition where World Heritage sites and nature intertwine. As trees shed their emerald leaves, Kyoto embraces the arrival of Koyo, the mesmerizing transformation of autumn leaves. And I know a lot of people like to go to Japan or try to go to Japan to see the sakura bloom and whatnot, and that's all good and all. But going in fall is also a really beautiful time to go to Japan just to see those kind of fall leaves change colors. It's very beautiful. We're actually going in November, and hopefully we'll still be able to catch some of it. But yeah, definitely a good time to go. And in this booklet, you're going to find more cultural information around the theme of the box. So in this case, it's going to be Kyoto. You'll also find, of course, information about the snacks, such as their nutrition and allergen info. And the household item for this month is going to be this lovely floral teacup, which I wish I knew about before I made this cup of tea here, but it's okay. I will definitely enjoy the second tea bag using this, but very lovely. I'm sure my wife is absolutely going to love this. Now moving on to Tokyo Treat. So Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box that has 20 different snacks in it that are limited edition seasonal flavors only in Japan for a limited time. Now, whereas Sakura Co focuses more on traditional flavors, Tokyo Treat specialty is really kind of like the coolest and latest snacks in Japan. Now, just like Sakura Co, each box is going to have a theme, and for the month of October, as you can see, it's definitely going to be Halloween. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have in here. Always love the designs of these boxes, but I forgot to mention this, but in each of these boxes, including Sakura Co, you will have like a little note from the CEO. And then this is actually a little Polaroid picture, so pretty cute. And so as you can see, you know, Halloween, pretty big deal over there in Japan. And then of course we have our little booklet, just like Sakura Co, and within this booklet, it's gonna have some cultural information about the theme of the box. So in this case, it'll be Halloween and how it relates to Japan. And then you'll have all the little, you know, snack information, allergen information. And there's a lot of like anime references within the Tokyo Treat box as well related to the theme of the box. So here's just a few of them. All right, let's get to the snacks. And just looking at all of these snacks in this box, they are so Halloween themed. It's so funny. But I'm definitely gonna start with the actual Kit Kat here because this looks like a apple pie Kit Kat flavor, which I have never had. Let me confirm that this is the apple pie. Yep, it is confirmed. We have a apple pie Kit Kat, guys. Oh, it smells so good. It's so fragrant. Oh, wow. That that is amazing. This is probably one of the best Kit Kats I've ever had. I mean, I love apple pie, so that's probably my bias, but damn, that's good. Here we have mini pie no mi mini pies Japanese puddings. So these are like little puff pastries with cream inside. And like I said before, I love me some puff pastries. You get a lot of them actually. So there it is, puff pastry. Not bad. It takes a little while to get to the actual flavor of the pudding, but puff pastry, perfect, and the pudding flavor is pretty good. All right, that's all I'm going to share with you guys for this video because I am getting quite full actually. But if you want to get one of these boxes for yourself, there will be a link down in the description below. If you use code WILL to get $5 off of your first order. Again, code WILL to get $5 off your first order. Thanks Sakura Co and Tokyo Treat for sponsoring this video. All right, so now that Future Me has told you guys all about the snack boxes, let's go ahead and talk about these anime figures. And I'm going to start with the two pop-up parades first. They both come from one of my favorite anime from last year, 2023. From Skip to Loafer, we have Mitsumi and Sosuke. So like I said, I really love this IP. I love these characters. So when I saw these go up for pre-order, I definitely wanted to get them, but I was a little hesitant because I'm trying to get away from pop-up parades as much as possible. But I don't think I'm gonna get any scale figures from this IP anytime soon. Don't see anything up on my figure collection as of the time of this video. So yeah, I'm happy that I actually pre-ordered these because they look really, really adorable. And what was really interesting is that these actually come either separate or as a bundle. But when you order a bundle, you do get some interchangeable arms so that they can actually hold hands. But for some reason, Good Smile Company and Amyami would not ship the bundle to America. I don't know why. I'm not sure if that changed sometime after they went up for pre-order, but when I was going up for pre-order, that was definitely the case. I was a little upset, but I was able to find them on Ninden Games, a complete set, the bundle, and that cost me about $75 shipped. So $75, two little prize figures shipped from Japan. I can live with that price. I'm not too mad. But the quality, definitely there. I mean, Sosuke's sculpt job looks absolutely terrific on his shirt and pants. I love the expressions both of them are making. And again, the poses are absolutely terrific. And the only thing I don't like is the base. I mean, I knew it was going to be plain. I just feel like it's a little bit too big, but I could live with it. Now, another problem that I've discovered since I bought these is that although it does look adorable that they're holding hands, one, they're not really looking at each other when they're holding hands, unfortunately. I thought they were going to be looking a little bit kind of towards each other, but they're kind of like staring off into space and not directly at each other. Fine, whatever. But the other problem that I discovered is that this pretty much makes one giant base, and that's not something I had thought about when I was pre-ordering this. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to have them like holding hands. I just think that may take up too much space for these little tiny prize figures. So I'll probably just kind of bump them up next to each other and just kind of have them looking at each other a little bit more and just kind of have it displayed like that. But it is what it is. Hopefully, maybe one day they'll have some actual scale figures, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. So jumping into our scale figures, the first one is going to be from Good Smile Company. It is a 1/7 scale, and it's gonna be Vivy from Vivy's Fluorite Eyes song. So Vivy is a original anime which came out in 2021, but although it was an original anime, it was so well done. I think it was done by like Aniplex and Wit Studio and maybe one other studio as well, but man, was it good. I definitely think you should check it out if you have not watched it. In fact, it was so good it got nominated for 5 awards at the 2022 Crunchyroll Awards. Best fight scene, best character design, best score, best action, and best animation. And I can tell you it's definitely delivering on all of those aspects of the anime. In fact, I still listen to the music today at the gym. I watch some of the fights again, and you may look at her and not think there's going to be a lot of fight scenes from a little idol, I guess, but there are, and they're pretty damn good. So yeah, definitely go watch the anime, but had to get the figure because this is another IP which I don't think we're going to get a lot of figures from. In fact, this is the only scale figure so far after 3 years, and I think they have like a really poorly done Nindo from Good Smile Company, but we're gonna skip that. But yeah, definitely had to pick it up. She looks really great. I mean, I love her dress. And this is kind of like her, I'm not gonna call her like her default, but this is kind of one of the outfits that she wore when she was performing. And they did a pretty good job with it. Looks really good. I absolutely love the boots. And yeah, really no complaints other than the fact that it's going to take up a ton of space just because of how the cape and the jacket are kind of flowing. But it is what it is. I'll make it work for Miss Vivy here. But yeah, Good Smile Company nailed it. The base, kind of the weakest, aspect of it. It's just, that clear base here with her name and the name of the anime. And yeah, it's just a big fingerprint magnet, to be honest. I had to clean it before I put it on display. But yeah, terrific figure, and definitely one, if you can find it for a good price. I was looking on Buy earlier, and I saw it going for like 180. So a little expensive, but really not too crazy considering, it's really not that many up there for sale anyway. But anyways, I digress. Great figure. Go watch the anime, and let's go and jump into our next figure. All right, so the next scale figure is going to be a Aniplex figure that I got from one of my favorite anime of all time, Kaguya-sama Love is War, and it's going to be Ai Hayasaka in her maid swimsuit outfit. So for me, Hayasaka just barely beats out Kaguya as my favorite character from the anime. So whenever I see a scale figure of her, or really Kaguya, or just any of the characters, there's a good chance I'm going to pick it up. And that is definitely no exception for this figure here. So she cost me about $183 on Tokyo Otaku Mode, and I used about $14 worth of Tom points, but I did get $50 back in terms of Tom rewards. So I'm definitely going to be putting that to some good use later on. But yeah, I mean, it's a swimsuit figure, so you really can't mess that up in my opinion. But I think they absolutely nailed her pose. I love the fact that she is just kind of twirling her hair in her finger. I just feel like that fits the character absolutely perfectly. Facial expression looks great as well. And yeah, she's just really, really cute. And I really have nothing to say. And I'm actually looking at the same B-roll you guys are looking at because I already have her in my detolf, and taking her out would just be a pain in the butt. So I'm looking at what you guys are looking at. But yeah, she looks absolutely terrific, and really no regrets with this one. All right, now moving on to our last three scale figures, and all of them come from the same IP, the same game, and that is going to be Persona 5. So these are all going to be re-releases that recently came out over the past, I would say, few months or so. So the first one is going to be the hero, the main character, the protagonist, the guy that you play as in the game, whatever you want to call him. It's going to be him. And this is his Kotobukiya 1/8 scale from Dancing Star Night. Now, when this figure first went up for pre-order for its re-release, I actually polled you guys as to which one I should get, because there was another Kotobukiya figure that also went up for re-release, and that was just him in his Phantom Thief outfit. But you guys overwhelmingly chose this figure, and I think I know why. It's definitely because of Morgana. Morgana looks like a complete badass here, and he's just like stealing the show, honestly. He is the figure. Like, I'm sorry, main character, you're cool and all, but you're not as cool as this Morgana here. And yeah, that is the reason why I got it at the end of the day. I'm completely with you guys on this decision to get this one over the other figure. So terrific figure, but I do have one small gripe, and that is the pose of the main character. I like the pose. It's just not very great for displays, in my opinion, just because you can really only have him, facing you in that one direction. If you were to try to rotate him a little bit to kind of see his outfit a little bit better, well, then Morgana would kind of be in the background and kind of facing the wrong way. So with this figure, you're kind of limited as to which way you can actually pose him. And really, it's just that one way, right? It's just that one way, and that's it. So little small gripe that I have with it. And I'm trying to find the best place to put him in my DTOF or all of my P5 figures. I'm not sure what level shelf I want to have them on right now, but I feel like you kind of need him kind of on a higher shelf to really appreciate him. But no, it is what it is. I would say kind of a small gripe for me. Now moving on to the next figure, this is definitely one of my favorite ships from the game. It's going to be Miss Futaba from Fat Company. This is her 1/7 scale, and this is another one that I'm so glad went up for re-release, because she was actually fairly expensive in the aftermarket for such a simple figure. She was going for close to $200 in the aftermarket. So when I saw this go up for pre-order for re-release, instant buy for me, because she was super cheap. She was 16,000 yen or something. So kind of a no-brainer for me, because again, she is one of my favorite ships from the game. But yeah, super adorable figure. I mean, I absolutely love her pose. I always loved her outfit that she wore, and they just nailed it with this one. Love the little facial expression, kind of sticking out her tongue, being a little playful there. And yeah, just a really solid looking figure. You do have the option to take her jacket off and have her holding just a regular Cat Morgana. And yeah, no, I would definitely pass on that. I mean, the jacket is just way too cool, and Morgana in this form is just not cool enough to make up for that. So definitely gonna be rocking the jacket, no doubt about that. And yeah, just a great little figure. And the base, really, really small. So I really do appreciate that because it makes it easier to fit her on my Persona 5 shelf. Now moving on to the final figure, and this is going to be my favorite ship from the game. We have our Goth Queen, Miss Tay, Miss Takamete, Dr. Takame, whatever you want to call her. She is definitely a figure I had to have in my collection. And before she went up for pre-order, she was stupid expensive in the aftermarket, which made me so, so sad because I just couldn't do it. I could not pay that much for a piece of plastic. But when she went up for pre-order for the re-release, instant PO for me. I didn't have to think about it at all. I was going to have her. So yes, she looks absolutely terrific. I love the pose, the fact that she's sitting in that chair perfectly. Just they did a really good job with this figure, and you can of course rock her with the jacket or without. She looked good either way, but I'm probably going to rock her with the jacket, and that's just because I want to get my money's worth. I want to have as much in there as I possibly can. But yeah, she again looks great, and I just had to have her in my collection. So now I would say my P5 collection is pretty much done. I do have like a couple of figures on pre-order. I think from Amakuni we have like and coming out, I think just like next month. And I'm kind of on the fence about that. It's her in her like school uniform, and she's kind of wearing her thief mask or holding her thief mask. And I think that figure looks really good. I just don't like Anne enough. I do feel like the figure is a little on the pricey side. So the fact that I don't like Anna that much and the figure's on the pricey side, I'm probably gonna end up canceling that pre-order. I don't know. We will see. Another kind of thought is that I don't think I have space for her in my collection. Like my P5 shelf is completely full. I'll show it here on the screen right now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I really don't have any other space for her at all. So we will see. We will see what I do about her. And I think what's her name has a Amakuni figure coming as well, Makoto. So she has one coming. I'm not sure if it's up for pre-order yet, but she's pretty up there for me when it comes to like ships, so I might end up getting her. So we will see. We'll see. Now, speaking of Persona, I do plan on playing Persona 4 in the very near future. I'm trying to decide which game I'm going to play next. It's either Persona 4 or I'm going to end up playing Wukong. And I'll probably end up live streaming both of them, but I'm definitely going to live stream Persona 4. So when I do that, be on the lookout. I'll post something on my YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm going to live stream on YouTube or if I'm going to live stream on Twitch. That's still kind of up in the air right now, but definitely be on the lookout. I'll post something on my community feed. But that's it for this video, guys. Be sure to smash that like button. Easy way to support the channel. If you want to hit up my Patreon, definitely do that too. Definitely helps me out a lot. But either way, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.